this person said, I am a marriage counselor and want to know more about how to teach couples how to enrich their sex life. What advice do you have for me?
Wow, what a good question. So this is a counselor asking how they can counsel couples in a way that enriches their sex life.
Yeah.
I love that. So the first thing I would say is to start a conversation, to ask the couple, how is your sex life going? How is intimacy going? And I think that is the starting block, even for couples in their relationship who wish to enrich their, who to continue to grow. Like, sexuality is a whole part of the way, like, our beings that God has created us. And so we grow our whole lifespan in all of our areas, mentally, intellectually, emotionally. And so sexuality, it doesn't have to be any different. And so I think I would just encourage couples to start a conversation of, hey, how do you think our sex life is going? Like, how does our sexual intimacy feel for you? Like, what feels good about what that looks like in our marriage, or what are the things that are difficult for you? And really begin to just open up a conversation, I think, is a huge part of even identifying what are the ways that we do want to grow? What are our goals? Like, what is our vision for what healthy sexuality is? And kind of what do we want? So I think having a conversation, I'm trying to think of, because I also want it to be applicable for just the people watching. And so not just to counselors. So in my mind, I'm kind of running. I think the other big thing is for couples to understand how bonding it is for men, that God created them physiologically to dump huge loads of the bonding hormone oxytocin into their body as a result of being able to sexually connect with their spouse. And so for wives to know, if they experience their spouse having high desire and it's like, oh, it feels like he always, and sometimes it could be the woman that has the higher drive, like they just always want sex. I don't understand. And that can feel really depersonalizing. And so I think I would just want to encourage wives to know that that God created it to be very, very bonding for husbands, and to understand that. And then I would want husbands to know that God created feminine sexuality to desire sexual connectedness when there is oxytocin in their body already. And that comes from the emotional connectedness, the tenderness, and for couples to really invest in cultivating their friendship and time together, that there's even space for them to feel bonded, because that is going emotional, intellectual, spiritual bondedness is what is going to enhance the sexual life more than anything else. So I don't know. I feel like that was kind of all over the place, but
No. Do you have any specific resources that you would recommend to a counselor, to a marriage counselor, around the issue or the just teaching couples how to enrich their sex life?
yes, I sure would. I would recommend Enjoy by the Pinners, and also The Married Guy's Guide to Sex by the Pinners. And I would also recommend Restoring the Pleasure by the Pinners. And so those are all great resources that they could refer to their client, and that also are excellent resources for the counselor to take in for herself or himself as well.